anyways. But we're not going to screw around anymore, folks. I know it's a school night. We're trying to get home. I have a long drive myself. So with the first overall pick in this year's Cold Weather Bats player draft, the live version, Ryan McKay, you're on the clock.
I'm on the clock. I want to thank you for inviting me again. To start it off, I'm going to go with Parker Pico, Alabama, Rochester Adams. And I know he's here.
Brian, what's your analysis here on the pick?
Pico, I don't want to talk too nice about guys that are here. That's weird. But anyways, obviously Parker Pico, one of the more talented players in the state, extremely tooled up player. You could make the argument that he's the best prospect in the class of 2023 out of this state. With the first overall pick, that makes a lot of sense. We're going to get our little commissioner vibe here. Hold up your jersey with your captain. Special shouts out again to G-Brand for providing those tonight. Mr. Pico is going to head over to Mr. Mooney, who's going to be in front of a camera here. We're going to talk to him for just a minute.
This is Joe Mooney with Cold Weather Bats in the 2023 Fantasy Draft, and I'm here with Parker Pico, the #1 overall pick of the draft. Parker, tell me a little bit about how you feel in being #1.
I'm proud, happy to go.
That's great. Happy to go. Hey, Parker, I have a question for you. I know your parents, Tom and Allison. I have a question. Is it Tom or is it Allison's gene pool that you think actually make up that #1 pick?
I don't know.
I mean, I've seen Tom. Tom actually, he's got a brother there too. I mean, very athletic, right? Very athletic. And I've seen Allison. I mean, come on. We all know Allison. So tell me a little bit about what you think it is.
They're both extremely versatile. Both played multiple sports in high school. I got to give it to my dad. He did play more varsity sports, so that's the only reason. But I get stuff from both of them.
Mom is not making you breakfast tomorrow. I can assure you of that.
Sure, I'm not going to lunch either.
Good. Hey, a couple other things. You're a big football player, obviously a great football player, great athlete here. And you played this year, and Ryan, my son, Ryan Mooney, he was coming across the middle. I have a question for you. If you had a chance to light up Ryan Mooney, what would you do?
I'd give him a little love tap. It's a game of football, tough love, but we know, we're friends at the end of the day.
Oh, I like that. A little love tap. That's good. Hey, one last question. Coach Saban says, hey, strap him up. Let's go. I want you to play football. What do you think?
We'll have to think about it. That's a tough one. I don't know.
And lastly, I have to tell you, it is a tough one, but I got to tell you, it's the University of Alabama, great football. But also their basketball team is #1 now, too. Did you see that?
I saw that just today, AP #1.
I mean, it's like, my gosh, if you're a good athlete, you're going to Alabama, everybody. Okay, so last, Parker, the draft is coming up, and you'll have a decision to make. Tell me a little bit about that.
Both win-win situations. I think I'm in a great spot right now, and both of them are just great opportunities to show everyone what I got.
Great. This is Parker Pico, the #1 draft pick of the player draft today for Cold Weather Bats. Back to you, Brian.
All right.
So obviously Parker Pico goes #1. We're going to move along quickly, folks. I know we could analyze these all night, but we're going to, for the sake of everybody's time, just kind of move these along a little bit. With the second overall pick, Drew Hill from Grosse Pointe North. Who you got?
With the second pick, I got outfielder Mississippi State commit Dante Nori.
Dante Nori from Northville. Come on down. Nori, one of the more talented players in the entire state, just in terms of a tool set, left-handed hitter with a ton of power, and maybe one of the fastest players in the state as well. That power-speed combination will certainly suit him well wherever Coach Drew Hill chooses to deploy him, as well as in real baseball.
Dante Nori noticeably bigger than Drew Hill, as we can obviously tell by the visual in front of us here, where Dante Nori is clearly bigger than Drew Hill.
We're going to pass Dante off to Joe Mooney again. Joe's obviously getting his workout in early tonight. The questions are hard-hitting. The research is impeccable. The suit impeccable as well. Let's
up,
go to
bro?
Joe
Good to see
with
you.
Dante.
Right here, Dante. Come on in here. Come on in here. So, Dante, tell me about being the number 2 overall pick, underclassman here. What does that mean to you?
It's kind of an honor. Just really happy to be here. But yeah, it's really special.
That's great. Great. Very is very, very special. Now, I've known you since you were probably about 11 or 12 years old. Now, let me ask you a question. Am I going to see any more 650-pound squats on Twitter?
Upcoming, yes, you will.
I think we need more of those. I mean, everyone needs more squats on Twitter, don't you think?
Oh, for sure.
Good. Now, you've made your choice, Mississippi State University. Obviously, it's going to be great down at Dudy Noble, and I think you're excited about that. Tell me a little bit about what went into making that decision.
What went into it was mainly the coaching staff, and then there they treat baseball like football, so the fan base is great.
That's great. That's great. Well, hey, congratulations, Dante Nori, the number 2 overall pick here in the draft. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks to Joe for that. Again, another round of applause for Dante Nori, the 2nd overall pick, if you all don't mind. Thank you so much. We are going to move right along here. I have actually been privy to this pick that Coach Justice has made 3rd overall, and I have to say, for the first time of what will be many on this evening, I have been sniped. So, Brandon, please go ahead.
There's a lot of like-minded people at this draft table, so I would imagine it's the first of many. Happy to be the first, though. No surprise, I am a draft guru. With the 3rd selection, I am going with Jason Oliver, shortstop, Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Another guy who's in the house tonight, Jason Oliver, a storied career at St. Mary's so far. Obviously a very talented 2-way player. He's an Indiana commit. Some of the better hands and arm on the infield that you'll see in the state. Hits bombs too, and if you need a closer, why not get a guy who throws 95? Yeah, thanks. Good pick, Brando. And as we're going to do with everybody who's here and gets picked, we're going to send them off to the Joe Mooney Corner. The Joe Mooney Carnival. I don't know what we're calling it, but we're going to go see Joe, and he'll have some hard-hitting investigative reporting with Jason here.
Jay Oliver, what's up, dog? How are you? Congratulations, number 3 overall pick. I got to tell you, the Dahmer glasses. I mean, those are fantastic, don't you think? I mean, you're looking very Dahmerish tonight. I mean, look at that.
You like that look?
I mean, that is me in my first communion back in like 1974 or 5. I'm dating myself a little bit, but those are they're classic. They're classic goggles right there.
I was going for the 80s look. I'm debating on wearing them for the season or not. If I should get contacts or not.
I'm thinking maybe like a mustache too. What do you think about that?
Should I? Ooh, I should go with that right here.
Mustache with that. That's great. Jason, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, obviously, I've known you forever. Who's your favorite coach, first of all time?
Oh, Joe Mooney.
That's exactly the answer I was looking for. Congratulations. Now the easy questions. Okay, so the university, or Indiana University, tell us a bit about why you picked IU.
They're very like-minded coaches. When I was trying to look for a school, I wanted coaches that were very like-minded with me. You know, I wanted to be able to go to a coach not only with baseball but with like personal life.
The Zen. Yeah, exactly. You wanted a little Zen there. No doubt about it. Okay, and I got a question for you. Okay, so you're a stud shortstop. I mean, you're really good, right? I think you're pretty good, okay? But you also threw gas in the mound. So what do you think? Are you going to go 2-way? Are you leaning one? Because you get on that mound, dude. You're a bulldog, no doubt about it.
Coach Mercer's allowing me to 2-way next year, so.
That's good. I didn't know if you were this year. You said I was like, what are you moving out quick? I mean, come on, is Petrie letting you?
2-way this year. I'll be the closer for St. Mary's.
Okay, but at Indiana, they're going to let you go 2-way.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's fantastic. Yes, well, I got to tell you, here with Jason Oliver, one of the great players in the state of Michigan, the number 3 overall pick, and out of Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Congratulations, Jason.
Yes, sir. Thanks, fellas. Appreciate you.
Thanks to Joe for that. I'm going to stick with the theme here with my first pick, and as a reminder, of course, I'm on the back-to-back here via the Serpentine draft. I approach this draft perhaps a little differently than the others in that I'm trying to win it. Sorry, guys.
Hey, it's cool, man.
While we're here.
It's cool.
Hey,
your show, man. Your show.
But I want to lock down the left side of my infield. I want a shortstop. I want a third baseman. I want guys who hit. I want guys who defend. I can get pitching later. It's a pitching-rich state. So with that being said, my first pick is Jaron Purify. Come on down, man. Absolutely. University Liggett shortstop, Little League World Series star. The list goes on and on as far as Jaron Purify's accolades. One of the most talented defenders at shortstop we've had in a long time in this state, coming along with the bat. He looks more physical than the last time I saw him. That's what we're looking for, too.
Yeah, well, hey, what a way to reaffirm your pick. He just picked him and then analyzed him as he picked him. So if you didn't believe in Brian Sikowski's pick, now you do. Jaron Purify, University Liggett, a ton of accolades, as he mentioned. Things are only getting better for the middle infielder, can't speak English, from Liggett, who's done a bevy of things. You two played with Jaron at least once or twice, against him, for him, around him. Well, what are your guys' thoughts on just being around him as he heads here to Joe? One quick thought.
I just remember the first few times we played him, he absolutely raked off of us, so that's all I got about
Jaron.
him. What do you got about him?
Bring it in, dog. Nice job. Congratulations. Congratulations. I got to tell you, man, I'm excited for you. I've been watching you for a long time, right? I mean, ever since, Little League World Series type stuff, and always at Liggett. You're an amazing player, amazing player. Tell us a little bit about your process. I see you on Twitter all the time. Shirt off, buffed, not going to lie. Kind of buffed, don't you think?
I mean, I'm getting there, but
What's the place you work out at? Give him a plug.
the wise decision, y'all got to tap in. It's at Liggett, so get there.
The wise decision. I tell you, it's like the wise decision. When you walk into the wise decision, shirt comes off. It just comes off, and he's just like buffed all the time. If you don't follow him, it's an awesome follow, by the way.
No shirt Saturday on Saturday.
I like no shirt Saturday. Okay, so Jaron, tell us a little bit about you're going to Clemson. It's going to be pretty awesome. I think you're a well-rounded player. You can run, you can throw, you can hit. You're amazing. Tell us a little bit what went into your decision about Clemson.
As you guys know, the Michigan coaches, former Michigan coaches, Eric Baggage and Nick Stromble, went over to Clemson this past summer. And I just wanted to keep that connection with them. And their facilities are also amazing.
Amazing.
And the weather is just great, so that went into my decision.
Yeah, the weather is not an overstated thing. It's important. Last question here. You just went to the Super 60. Tell us a little bit about. I thought you did really well at the Super 60. Tell us a little bit about that.
That experience was great. My numbers weren't the best, but I had a pretty strong day, so I was really happy with my performance.
I think overall you had a great day, man. Well, congratulations, Jaron Purify, Brian Sikowski's first pick. Congratulations.
Thanks to Joe, and obviously I'm very excited to have Jaron Purify on my team. I talked about wanting to lock down the left side of the infield. That's important to me. So I'm targeting a guy who's going to play third base for me. He is not here, unfortunately. Obviously, it's a school night. We didn't expect guys to come from all over the state, of course. But with that being said, I'm taking one of my favorite players in the state, and Caleb Bonimer from Okemos High School. He's a Virginia commit, right-handed hitting third baseman. I think he's a star. Just a talented defender. He can play short, but I think he'll get big and play third base. One of the more consistent hitters I've seen in the last several years in Michigan baseball, especially given how talented this state has been the last several years. But yes, Caleb Bonimer, Jaron Purify going to lock down the left side of my infield. I'm excited to have him. And we're just going to keep rolling right along here, folks. When the players aren't here, we'll make up some time, and that's how we'll be efficient with it. But I'm going to kick it right back to Brandon for his second pick.
All right, with my second pick, I'm going to make things a little awkward here in the Cold Weather Bats draft room. I'm going to do some weird things here. With my next pick, I'm going to solidify my middle infield. I'm going to take a note from Matt Petrie here, and I'm going to go with Ryan McKay. Oh. Pairing up with Jason Holler in the middle of my infield.
Couldn't take himself. Couldn't let him take himself. We can't have that level of arrogance here on Cold Weather Bats, can we? Obviously, we mini drafted with us last year. We added Drew this year. It's an important part of the vibe for us to have the player involvement as much as we can. That the game is about the players. It always will be, and it always has been. So Ryan McKay going to head over and talk to someone he's very familiar to talking with. I'm sure Joe has some dynamite questions prepared for him. Let's go right over there to Joe now.
My dog, Ryan McKay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My guy right here. Ryan McKay, we also call him Mr. Clutch. I'm here with Mr. Clutch. For those of you that don't know, against Brother Rice, last absolute opportunity, Ryan McKay hits a gap shot triple and RBI to put us in the final there. And actually win it. It was amazing last pitch. That's why we call him Mr. Clutch. I'm here with Mr. Clutch. I'm excited. Former or future Spartan. Tell us a little bit about the Spartan and went into that decision, Ryan.
I mean, I had 4 siblings that went there, so it was kind of meant to be. So at the end of the day, it was just, I mean, I went there. The atmosphere is huge. Like, the football team's unbelievable, basketball team. So I want it all, not just baseball. And then on top of that, I'm excited for the baseball. I got St. Mary's guys that went there, you know, Dresselhaus, Higgins, all them. And but yeah, so that's kind of what led me to that.
Well, I got to tell you, Ryan, let me ask you a question. I know Larry, your dad, and Christina, your mom. Who's the better athlete? That's the question I have.
My mom. They played softball. I've watched her. She hits bombs. He strikes out. So it's definitely my mom.
Dude, Christina is like a star athlete, no doubt about it. Total stud. Probably one of the best moms, too, that I've ever had to coach. Ryan, last thing, who's your favorite coach of all time?
You.
Over Coach Petrie?
Yes, of course.
There you go, over Coach Petrie.
In the moment.
That's good. Ryan McKay, Mr. Clutch. He's amazing. You're going to watch him for many years at Spartans and on the pro circuit. I'm telling you, this guy's amazing. Congratulations, Ryan McKay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I want to make it abundantly clear that Mr. McKay's comments about his favorite coach, not including me, does not offend me at all.
I actually like the gauntlet being thrown down on Matt Petrie because he was invited and didn't bother to come. So
Well,
he can't defend himself. That's on him. We gave him the opportunity. Anyways, Minnie, how did that feel? Did you like that?
did you like that?
How did
Getting
that
drafted
feel?
by me, did that feel great?
That was very nice.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
We just wanted to verify you had a great time with that.
All right, moving right along. Mr. Hill, you are up, and I believe you're picking somebody who is here as well. Who you got?
I am. I'm going to the Little League roots. I'm picking Oliver Service, Texas commit from Liggett.
Oliver Service, come on down. Grosse Pointe sticks together.
Grosse Pointe is loud and proud in here tonight. Look at the green room.
we are on the
Can we
east
talk
side.
about the green room for a
Yeah,
second?
look at the green.
Hats
look
off.
at all these players up
Great
there,
work
man.
up there. A lot of participation. Guys are locked in. Here comes Oliver Service, Texas commit, catcher, outfielder,
Hockey player.
hockey player,
TikTok star.
TikTok star,
TikTok star.
a little bit of everything. And he's going to dap up Drew Hill here, team captain. These two Grosse Pointe bloodline fellas. What do you know about Oliver Service?
I know that Oliver Service is a very versatile athlete. He's a guy who, the first thing that comes to mind is he rakes.
Right.
I mean, this wherever you put him in the lineup, wherever he's playing that day, outfield, catcher, DH, whatever it is, he's going to hit. So that's the certainty that you're getting there. The versatility aids him, too, when you can add some value behind the plate, as well as athletic enough to play the outfield, playing a couple different spots. Just a versatile player. The athleticism from playing multiple sports shines through, and he hits. We're going to kick it right to Joe with Oliver Service.
My dog, Oliver Service here. Hey, congratulations on being selected, Oliver.
Feels good. Thanks for the opportunity. I feel good.
That's great, man. I got to tell you, University of Texas, hook 'em horns right there. Hook 'em baseball. He's coming to Texas, coming to Austin very, very soon. I'm excited for this guy. He's incredibly versatile. Speaking of versatility, tell us, where do you think that you basically would fit? Is it catcher? I mean, you play everything. You're Mr. Versatile. You play a ton of sports. Tell us a little bit about where you think you fit.
I just want to hit. So, if I can play outfield or catch, either one's I'm gonna work hard at both. Wherever the coach needs me to play either one. Get the job done.
I'll tell you, whatever the coach needs me to play. I've heard this guy is an incredible, and I mean this, Oliver, you're an incredible, high-character individual. Wherever this person needs me to play. You know what you know where a happy baseball player is?
Me.
The one that's on the field. The one that's on the field. So you're getting on the field, that's a happy baseball player. Wherever it matters. Doesn't matter if it's catcher or outfield, that's great. That's a great answer. Oliver, congratulations. I'm excited for you to go to Texas. You're going to do great things, my guy. And again, high-character person. Very, very excited. Congratulations to Oliver Service.
Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em.
Yes, sir.
And we're back over here. We're back to the draft. We
Hey-o.
are almost through 2 rounds. We're going back to Mr. McKay here on the double up. He has 2 selections for us. Minnie, you started the draft with Parker Pico. You started the draft with one of the most impactful players in the class. How are you going to follow that up?
I'm going to go with I believe it's first 25 off the board, and my first pitcher, Duke commit, Blake Ilitch, Rice, brother Rice. I faced him twice this year, and he's pretty nasty. He throws gas. I know summer ball he did really well, so that's going to be my first starting pitcher for sure.
So Blake Ilitch, obviously a transfer this year. He's at Brother Rice, a team that if you've listened to our podcast, if you've followed us on social media, you know that we're very, very high on Brother Rice heading into 2023. We think that they have a chance to be as good as St. Mary's has been the last couple of years, or on par, something similar. It's a very, very talented group, although they will have to knock off the champs at some point. But anyways, Blake Ilitch, Mr. McKay's first pick. Obviously, he's not here. Let's move right along. What is your third pick?
First freshman, I believe, from St. Mary's, Luke Crichton, going to Indiana. I mean, his brother Jack, he looks just like him, and Jack was a beast, so I'm expected the same from Luke. So he's gonna play left field for me.
Luke Crichton, I was invited. I was told that he had a broken nose playing basketball, so unfortunately he's not going to be here this evening. But we're obviously, when you're a freshman from the state of Michigan and you've already committed to a Power 5 school, there's pretty good traits there, pretty enviable traits. So whether he ends up in the outfield or infield, Jack obviously played all over the place. That's a good versatile piece for Mr. McKay there. And we are right back to Drew Hill. You're up here in the third round, man. What do you got?
Wait, hold on a second. We got a behind the scenes. You guys don't see it at home. This is the beauty. Like you said, this is the charm of cold weather bats. We're just going to wait a second.
This is a downriver operation.
So our fantastic producers at the Prep can be properly prepared for our selection here. We want to thank the Prep for what they've done for us today and the group of producers here today. A round of applause for those guys. Yeah. Yep. And with that being said, now we can go over to you, Drew Hill, for your selection.
All right, well, with third pick, with my third pick, I'm going to be taking right-handed pitcher Gavin Muzzy going to MSU.
It's about time we had a downriver selection. It's about time we had one.
Yep. Huron League. First and foremost, I want to say go Devs. Second, Gavin Muzzy. Well, he's the most feared guy in the Huron League this year. One of the more feared right-handers in the entire state. Physical body, heavy arm, heavy fastball, with a lot of bite to the breakers, a lot of swing and miss stuff, and a lot of stuff that's overpowering, and that's a dangerous and deadly duo of weapons there. So a Michigan State commit, Gavin Muzzy. Ryan McKay, you're a Michigan State commit. How excited are you to be teammates with this guy right here?
I mean, I'm excited, but I don't think people know that this dude can rake as well. He got 3 hits off of Brock Porter, and that's not that easy to do.
That happened.
So this dude can rake.
1, 2, 3.
We're going to have Muzzy
he's taking his sweet
walk
time
ever
to the
so
Joe Mooney
slowly
Center.
into the interview cave.
Sorry.
Joe, we're ready for you.
Gavin, come on in, my guy. Congratulations. Move on in here, Gavin. We're all friends here, even though you're going to Michigan State. That's okay. Hey, tell us a little bit about that decision and why you decided to go to Michigan State.
It's close to home, and it's the best place where I could succeed, so I picked that place.
Okay, best place to succeed. Do you think that you're going to be, I mean, obviously you're a great pitcher, but I heard you rake. Is it true?
I guess it's true, but I'm more of a pitcher.
So you're going to be pitching only at Michigan State. Yes. That's great. Last question, favorite food?
Buffalo chicken dip.
Buffalo chicken dip. I'm sure you had a lot of that yesterday at Super Bowl, correct?
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Okay, and I guess one last question. Favorite subject in school?
Gym class.
Excellent question, everybody. Excellent question. That was mine as well. I love gym class. We all excel at gym. We're gym guys. Good job. Congratulations, Gavin Muzzy.
All right, and we're back for I'm up, right? It is my selection. It is my selection. Okay, and I'm going with the guy who is not here as well. I'm gonna take my talents to Brother Rice here and take a dip from them. Shocked this guy still on the board. Maybe I'm a bit biased in that regard, but speed, velo on the mound. He's got some pop at the plate. He plays the defense really well. I'm going to go with Alfredo Velasquez out of Brother Rice, the lefty. Is he here? Did he sneak in? No, he's not here, right?
We can clap for him anyway.
We can pretend he's here. Yeah, I just, it's a no-brainer for me. He's a left-hander throwing in the low 9s with a lot of command, and he's got some feel for the breakers that's extremely advanced. I mean, he's going to throw that first strike at any point in the count. To have to react to 90 to 92, well hidden, and then have to react to a curveball on the next pitch, it's unfair. It's the same reason I took Jason Oliver. The reason I took Ryan McKay is because he smashes baseballs and picks them up. The reason I'm taking Alfredo Velasquez is he can do that and he can throw absolute heat. So I'm stoked to have these guys on my team. You two former teammates of Alfredo Velasquez. What's it like to have him as a teammate?
Fredo, every time I see a ball go behind me and I'm like lining up for a triple, he always finds a way to catch it. So then I just start jogging. He's probably one of the best outfielders I've definitely ever seen, no doubt.
The kid's got total burners, not to mention he rakes, and he also happens to throw 90 off the mound. I don't think that's a bad pick at all. He's a stud.
We'll work on the mumbling from Drew Hill tonight at some point. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. Jason Hill, wherever you're at, I love you. Moving on here, Brian's making his selection, and it would not be cold weather bats if we didn't have it looking like this, because of course this is what makes us who we are.
We don't have to be all that.
We don't have to be perfect.
Yeah,
This is who we are.
Shouts out to Ryan Mooney, who's doing a lot of things for us tonight.
It's a family affair today.
He's running the social media. He's running the picks back and forth to the production team. If you know Ryan Mooney at all, you know he's pretty fast. So we thought this was a good job for him. Headed to Harvard to play football after being a Notre Dame baseball commit, a pretty talented athlete there. And I've been told that he is at least twice as athletic as his older brother Alex.
And he's a part-time genius, as evidenced by his enrollment at Harvard. And that's I was going to say Harvard University. Is it University of Harvard? Harvard. Joe, Harvard University?
That's
okay,
correct.
I was
Yeah.
just making sure it was.
Yep.
I was making sure I had that right. All right, we are ready
Anyways,
for your
now
selection.
now that the pick's in and we've killed enough time, I'm back on the corner here, on the hot corner as we call it. I have talked about the fact that I'm going to let pitching percolate a little bit. I'm going to build my offense and I'm going to build my defense. And I'm a big believer as a catching guy myself that you start in a lot of ways behind the plate. So Noah Miller, welcome to Team SAC. Noah Miller, 2023 catcher from Monroe High School. He's committed to Michigan. He's headed there to play for new coach Tracy Smith, a howitzer of an arm, lots of power at the plate, a talented defender. He's also a pretty good pitcher, too. Brandon, I need you to grab the mic so I can stand up and, yeah.
Yeah, Noah Miller. Geez, I've known this kid since he was born. I'm just kidding. It's what it feels like. The way he's progressed behind the plate from a year-over-year standpoint is really hard to replicate at this level. He's really put himself in a position to show up to Michigan and Ann Arbor and like realistically have an opportunity at playing right away, if not soon after. Everything is plug and play when it comes to Noah Miller. The body, the bat, the positioning, the glove, the arm. It's all plug and play at the college level. That's extremely hard to find at the catching position. He is somewhat of an anomaly at his position in Michigan. If you look at the catchers who have come out of here over the last 10 years, he's one of very few, and
We're here with Noah Miller
thing.
here. I got to tell you, probably about 5 years ago, I was driving to a travel ball with Ryan, and he said, "Dad, we're going to win this tournament." And I said, "Why?" He goes, "We have this stud from Monroe coming. He's a catcher. He is such a badass." Said those words. I'm cussing anyway, and said that he is amazing catcher. I'm excited that he's going to the University of Michigan, my alma mater. Noah Miller, congratulations, Noah.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the decision. You were originally a Cincinnati commit, decided to go over to the University of Michigan. Great choice, by the way. So tell me a little bit about what went through the process there.
It was kind of just a blessing from God. I had always wanted to go to Michigan, and then with the new coaching change, with Coach Bakich, it didn't work out. Didn't want me, so Coach Smith, he kind of saw me at the summer tournament because Fredo and Jolly, two guys who just got drafted, they were on my team, and then he's like, "This guy's got to be at Michigan." So
I love it. It was a good decision. I got to tell you, I think you're a dude, total dude. I'm excited for you to be in the maize and blue. And tell us, so you're a catcher. Do you play a secondary position?
At the college level, I'll play any position that the coach needs me to, but I'm a catcher.
Love that answer. Great answer. Everybody, Noah Miller, congratulations. Awesome job. Good luck.
Welcome to Team SAC, Noah Miller, of course. I'm back on the double up. I don't really know exactly what phrase we're using for it, but regardless, I said I wanted to let pitching percolate. I've let it percolate long enough. I'm going to start building my starting rotation, and I'm going to go a little younger here. I'm going to dip into 2025, take my first 25. Ty Finkbeiner from Anchor Bay High School. Come on down. You're the next member of Team SAC. Like this guy a lot, super projectable, Michigan commit. It's power stuff on the mound, it's super projectable spin. Just really like the way it all works together, and I'm going to let Brandon take it.
Yeah, another Michigan guy here coming down in the Jumpman gear, the Nike Tech. What a cold boy that guy is, holy cow. That guy's going to play for USAC? Whoa, I don't know, man. That might be a chemistry mesh there, I'm not sure. I'm just kidding. Yeah, things are going to work out well for Fink at the next level. He's played extremely well throughout his high school career. Fink Binder, you go to Anchor Bay, right? Anchor Bay? Am I right on that? Anchor Bay?
I think so.
You go to Anchor Bay, right? Yeah, so Coach Jared Beesbrook, one of the best coaches in the state of Michigan. I mean, he's just an awesome guy. He's in the right spot, right program. He's going to thrive quite a bit. And he's also going to thrive for Coach Sikowski and Team Sikowski this year from the Cold Weather Bats player draft. We go to Joe.
Ty Finkmeyer, how are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Look at the size of this dude. Holy cow. My gosh, he's a big man, isn't he? I got to tell you. So from Anchor Bay, did you play for the Anchor Bay Angels?
I did.
Everyone played for the Anchor Bay Angels if they're from Anchor Bay. It's good. Hey, so tell us a bit about, you're a big right-handed pitcher. You're going to the University of Michigan. That's absolutely fantastic. My alma mater as well, so I'm excited. Tell me a little bit about, like, what would you say your style is when you're on the mound?
I just like to attack and get ahead with the fastball, but I also feel like I can bring a breaking ball in there whenever.
That's good. That's good. So tell us a little bit about the decision-making process of going to the University of Michigan. It's a big decision picking a four-year institution. Tell us a little bit about why you decided to go to Michigan.
So I just feel like there's something about building something and winning in your own state, staying home, and I think it's a big deal to stay at home. And I just like the feel on the campus, and I love the coaches, and we connected pretty instantly, I'd say. So
that's great. I think staying at home, there's something to be said to it. And I got to tell you, it's a lot cheaper for your mom and dad. I can say that. But, hey, congratulations, Ty. Going to the University of Michigan, I'm excited for you. Congratulations, buddy. Great job.
Obviously pretty stoked with how my team is being built thus far. A master class, I would say, even in team building. Brandon, what?
Some would say.
Yeah. How do you guys feeling down there? Are we good? Like, you guys don't talk all that much.
Yeah, what's the vibes with your guys' team so far?
How's the left side of the table doing?
So let's start with Ryan. I mean, your team right now: Parker Pico, Blake Illich, Luke Crichton. How are you feeling about the build so far? What's your strategy rest of the way?
Got some of the younger guys out of the way. You guys are basically fighting for second place, so I feel good about my team. So right now, I feel really, really good. How about you, man?
You know, I started with Dante. I felt that was a good pick, and I'm just here to win. I don't have any. I'm taking the best player overall off the board as soon as I can. So
simple approach there from Drew Hill. BPA, gotta love it. Know your personnel, KYP.
They're pretty good at team building, but they're not very good at understanding that they do each have a microphone.
And we're also still working on the speak loud and clearly thing, but we're getting there. We're only 3 picks in. All right,
Brandon,
with the next pick, this is going to be my fourth pick of the CWB player draft, and look, guys, I've got people, and I love them,
people
near and dear, and they just happen to be pretty good at baseball. I'm going for my ace here. Would Jolly be my ace or my shortstop? That's the beauty of my team. I have options. With my next pick, I'm going with left-handed pitcher Brennan Hill, Michigan commit, Grosse Pointe North.
The Michigan commits are flying off the board. This is mostly just to the fact that we like when Joe gets to talk to fellow Michigan people. Brennan Hill, if you think we're burying the lead, brother of Drew Hill. Drew, if you want to hop on the mic and break down your brother for us.
To be honest, I'm kind of disappointed in you, Brandon. I'm never going to hear the end of this. He's going to be talking about it the whole night home, and I'm going to have to cool him down. But whatever floats your boat, Brandon.
Getting a talented left-handed pitcher whenever you have the opportunity to. McKay, you've hit against Brennan Hill. Tell us about it.
I don't know if I've hit against him. I really didn't touch the ball. Yeah, he's pretty nasty. His slot is disgusting. Can't really see it come out of his hands. He held St. Mary's to 1 run in the state championship, so that says a lot.
And now Brennan's going to get the honor of talking to Joe Mooney.
Brennan, what's up, bro? Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. I'm here with Brennan Hill. Brennan Hill's from Grosse Pointe North. This is the first time I've seen you since East Lansing, I got to tell you. And this guy held St. Mary's, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, to 1 run. And tell us a little bit about that performance. It was unbelievable. I was mad at you. I didn't like you. I did send you a DM, though. Do you remember that? I did send you a DM saying, congratulations, I thought you were a dog. You were absolutely a great competitor. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Well, it was best game of pitching my life, in my opinion. You know, great team, big atmosphere. So I was proud of how I did, and hopefully replicate that in a few other performances in my life.
Dude, I think your slide piece is ridiculous. I think you place balls better than anyone else I've seen, and you're heading off to.
University of Michigan.
That's right, the University of Michigan. Congratulations, the University of Michigan. Tell us a little bit about that decision. What went into going to the University of Michigan?
Oh, well, hometown team, my favorite team growing up, and new coaches. I really felt comfortable there and felt it was a really good place for me to succeed.
That's great. Do you think it's going to be the future football national champions next year?
I hope so.
That's right, football national champions. Shout out Jack Mooney right there. Hey, congratulations. Brennan, I got to tell you, I'm excited for you. I think that you're a heck of a pitcher, a heck of a competitor. And again, at Cold Weather Bats, here we are with Brennan Hill. Congratulations, Brennan.
Thank you.
Welcome to the team, Brennan Hill.
That's a pretty good pick there.
I mean, one run, Orchard Lake St. Mary's state championship. I mean, whoo! I mean, in the fourth,
many guys
round?
did that.
Fourth round? Fourth
Yeah.
round? I don't know, guys. You were talking about team building. Who's got our next pick?
Actually, we're going to go right from having drafted Brennan Hill to Drew Hill making his next draft pick.
It's a little awkward.
All right, with
Go
my
get him,
next
Drew.
pick, I'm taking somebody in attendance, Bino Water from Rochester Adams.
Bino Waters, come on down.
All name list. All name list.
All name list.
Definitely all name list.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the whole family's an all name list.
Whole family's an all name
like,
list.
Yeah, multiple sons with awesome names.
Does anyone here know what Bino is short for?
Brenson.
Brenson. Whoa.
I just
It
know
just
that's
gets cooler.
I know that's his real name.
My name's Brandon, but people don't call me that. That would be sweet. It's really similar to Brenson.
Anyways, Bino Waters, pretty significant left-handed power here, Notre Dame commit. Obviously a very, very physical kid standing next to Drew Hill, who's not small. Anyways.
Right.
Bino Waters, big left-handed power, first base, corner outfield guy. Just a middle order piece that's going to rake all season, and he's going to walk into the grill box and be talked to by Joe Mooney, the Michigan alum, about his Notre Dame commitment. We're all looking forward to that.
Bino, my dog. How you doing, man? Good, how about you? That's good. Come on in here. Come on in here. A Rochester Adams guy. Do you know where I went to school? I do not. I went to Rochester Adams. Oh, really? That's right. I'm a pride of Rochester Adams. I got to tell you, I'm excited for you, Bino. We're going to have a long interview here. First of all, your mom. Tell us a little bit about your mom. Hell of an athlete, I might add.
Played softball at Michigan State at the highest level. Played the hot corner, third base.
That's right. She is a great athlete at Michigan State, softball player. Obviously got a lot of the genes there. It's interesting. I remember seeing your video, and I sent it to Brian Sikowski, and Brian says, that swing works. Holy cow. This is when you were a freshman, I think. Anyway, Notre Dame. How about that? University of Notre Dame. Tell us a bit about that decision and how you decided to go to the University of Notre Dame.
Awesome experience, just wonderful experience. Glad I could have the opportunity to go there. Wonderful campus and love the coaches. So.
Yeah, the coaches, campus, it's great. Coach Stifler is the head coach there, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's right. You ever meet Stifler's mom?
No, I have not.
You don't even know that joke. Stifler's mom. Okay, other people know Stifler's mom. Good joke. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, Bino Waters, congratulations. I think this guy is a dude. Absolute great player from Rochester Adams High School, a name you'll be hearing a lot of. Congratulations, Bino.
Thank you, sir.
I'll start doing it, guys.
Job, bro.
Drew Hill putting together a powerful group here. Norrie, Service, Muzzy, and Waters. Power group. Looking to challenge St. Mary's for the state lead in home runs of all time or something like that. So I like the process there. I don't know. I feel like my pitchers will be able to exploit your hitters' weakness, but that's just me. We're going to head right to Ryan McKay on the double up here. He's got 2 picks. Minnie, take us home.
I am going back to the freshman, Ethan Armstrong, Garden City. My cousin plays with him, so I've gone to watch him in Georgia and things like that. He's up to 88, 89, touching 90. It's pretty nasty from a freshman, so it's pretty obvious that it's nice I got the opportunity to get him. So Ethan Armstrong. And then my next pick, I will go with, surprised he fell this far, Blake Grimmer from my school. He's been one of the, He's been one of the best players since he was 9 years old, so that's the pick for me.
What do you think about that? Well, you're going to analyze your picks? We both know he's not here. Both of them aren't here.
You are the picker and the analyst.
Come on.
Blake Grimmer, I don't think you have to say too much about him. I said, since 9, 10, 11, ever since then, he's been probably the best pure hitters. And last year, his first year with St. Mary's, probably one of the best hitters on our team. This year he's going to be one of the key players, and he can play the heck out of the field. He's very utility, actually. He can play left, right, third, short, second, first even. So he's very utility. That's what I like about him.
Everyone talks about the bat, but we had the whole conversation about Brennan Hill and what he was able to do against Orchard Lake on the mound, but Blake Grimmer was fantastic in the field that day, made a substantial play, and did a ton of good things throughout the playoffs, both with the bat, on the field, and everything in between. He's an impact player, so another good builder there for Team McKay. And that takes us to Team Hill.
Team Hill.
Team Hill, who's also selecting somebody who is not here. So we will, again, go – oh, he is here.
He is here.
There's been – we made a change in selection because last I checked,
No,
he
he's
wasn't here. Drew
He
Hill,
is
wild
in
card.
attendance.
Tell us who your next pick is.
I'm going back to another St. Mary's player. I'm going with Aiden Donovan, right-handed pitcher.
Aiden Donovan, a kind of a freak athlete for a guy who's mostly a pitcher.
He's also one of the best bowlers I have ever laid eyes on. Great bowlers on the bowling team.
Do you often lay eyes on bowlers?
Yeah,
Is that a
oh
thing
God,
for
yeah.
you?
We go bowling
Seems like
after
a frequent
practice, man.
activity based on that. Can we get some analysis on Aiden Donovan? I honestly haven't seen enough to make honest analysis. I've heard some loud things. Tell us more.
I mean, he's going to my school, so he's great, man.
Your
He's
school.
MSU.
Ryan McKay University. Let's go.
You know what I mean. He's two-way. He can hit the crap out of the ball as well, and he throws gas. He pumps gas. He nasty off-speed, and best of all, he can throw strikes. So that's what matters. He's a legit pitcher.
Aiden Donovan going to Team McKay, and now he is entering Joe Mooney's hot corner.
Aiden, my dog. What's up, bro?
How are you?
Hey, congratulations on being drafted. Come on in here. Come on in here. Hey, I got to tell you, I'm here with Aiden Donovan from Orchard Lake St. Mary's. So, Aiden, congratulations on being drafted. What do you think?
That's awesome. I'm excited to be here.
That's good. So they say you're one of the best bowlers they've seen. They have eyes on it. A little scary that they said they have eyes on you. But I will tell you, tell us what your highest bowling score ever is.
278.
278, everybody. That's what we call an eyebrow riser. Wow, 278. That's pretty good. So tell us, you're going to Michigan State University, correct?
Yes, sir.
What went into making that decision?
So I've been a huge MSU fan all my life. Both my parents went there. State season tickets for football a long time. It's my favorite place to be. Love the coaches as well. It's an awesome place.
That's fantastic. Great answer right there. I got to tell you. I will say that, what are you looking forward towards this season at St. Mary's?
I'm excited to hit, just be with the guys, going to be more energy this year. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, going to be competitive, play all the best teams, see all their best guys. So it's going to be good to compete.
That's good. And tell us one good story, lastly, about Matt Petrie. I want to hear a really bad story. What do you do, really bad?
Matt Petrie, great guy, terrible BP.
His BP, he throws like cutters, doesn't he?
Yeah, he always carves me up every time.
I mean, he carves everyone up. He's like the worst confidence builder. You want to actually get carved up, go sit in the box with Matt Petrie. So, and I'm a horrible batting practice thrower as well, but regardless. Congratulations, Aiden. I'm excited for you at Michigan State and at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're back down to the floor here. We're going to resume the draft. Obviously, Aiden Donovan, a talented pick there for Team Hill, but that makes Brandon Justice on the clock. Coach Justice, who are you bringing to the table?
Well, we've got to start dipping into different classes. As I've mentioned to everybody here at this table and a few people in the crowd, I would say my preparation for this draft was anywhere in between slim to none. Going just based off up top, probably evidenced by my selections so far. All great. With my next one, I'm going into 2026. And I'm going down to not downriver. If you're a CWB loyalist, you know this city is not in downriver. I'm going to Monroe, and I'm taking 2026 Carson Lydell. Let's go.
Congrats, man. Congrats. That's awesome.
Obviously, one of the key components of this draft is that we force ourselves to take 2 members of each draft class, of each high school class. Liddell is one of the top 2026s in all of the classes. He just was at a PG Showcase a couple days ago, up to 92 from the outfield, swung it well. He's a two-way player, really, really talented. The next dude out of Monroe High School, Carson Liddell. And now he's going to walk into the Joe Mooney Thunderdome, and we will await that.
Carson, my dog. How are you, man? Bring it in. You can tell, little shy. Bring it in, my guy. You're a freshman, huh? Yeah. A big freshman getting picked on the big stage. What do you think about that?
It's awesome. It's great to be here with all these, older guys. Only freshman here, actually. But, yeah.
Light flex, no big deal. Only freshman, no big deal. How about that? Hey, so tell us a little bit about your game. I want to hear about your game. Tell us a little about what what your style is, and tell us a little bit about how you are as a player.
I'm a pitcher, so I don't know. I kind of, when I pull up the games, just kind of, get ready to throw most of the time. But I hit too. But yeah, it's kind of basic actually.
That's perfect. I mean, a basic approach is the most important approach. I mean, just come at them and like rock and fire, right? That's what I used to do back in the day. No big deal. I was around 97, but hurt my arm. Anyway, so tell us, have you made a college decision yet?
No, uncommitted.
That's good, uncommitted. Take your time, my guy. They'll want you forever. I can assure you that. Take your time, okay? All right, hey, we're here with Carson Liddell, and I just want to say, with cold weather bats, this is Joe Mooney. Carson, bring it back to Brian Sikowski. Congratulations, Carson.
Thank you.
All right.
And we're back.
We're back.
We're actually going to take a 1-minute break here. We need a little bit of a production break. We're going to reset some things. We'll be back in 60 to 90 seconds, something like that.
Much needed break.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. It's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Welcome back. Gotta let the music play first. That's okay. It's cool music. We all like it. Special shouts out to the Prep, of course, for providing us with this incredible broadcast. If you're watching at home, thank you so much for tuning in with us. We appreciate you all. If you're interacting with us on social media as a result of this, if you're hanging out here, again, thank you all for coming, and to the players. But we're going to jump right back into this, actually. Brandon, I'm up. You just took Carson Liddell from Monroe. Yep. We are coming to the end of the 5th round, and then we'll start the 6th round on my comeback. So, sticking with the theme, I have to take someone younger too.
Yep.
I got to get into the 26s. We have to have at least 2. We got to have 2 25s. We know the rules. We already read them off. So I'm going to start my 26 crew with a 2-way guy, and I think he's here. Hudson Brestevich. Come join Team
and he said the last name right. Watch
Come
out.
join Team Sikowski.
He goes before older brother Parker. What?
He goes to a good school. He goes to a really good school.
One of those picks. He just dropped the mic. Welcome, Mr. Bruscevich. You guys, give me a breakdown. You know better than I do here.
He's a freshman, and he's literally a meat stick. This dude is jacked, and he's probably going to hit some bombs this year, so that's a very, very good pick for Mr. Sack.
Just so all the scouts out there know, meat stick is now applicable to all of your scouting reports. You may now use the term meat stick to describe folks that look similar to Mr. Bruskevich here. He is about to enter where most fear Joe Mooney's hot corner. We'll take it to him.
Hudson, my guy, Hudson Bristevich, the only person that could actually pronounce his name properly. Bristevich. That's right. Hudson Bristevich, bring it in here, my guy. So, what year are you, Hudson, over at Orchard Lake St. Mary's?
26.
26. So, wow, on the big stage here. What do you think about this?
It's good to be here. Pleasure having me.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So tell us about your game, Hudson. Where do you see yourself? You know, that Orchard Lake St. Mary's lineup is pretty hard to break into. I mean, tell us a bit about where you think you're gonna end up there.
I don't know. I'm just excited to see where I'm going to be when the season comes around, and I don't know. We'll just see where we go.
Oh, come on. Your dad's talked to Petrie a ton. Where are you going to play? You have a spot in the lineup. Tell me.
Maybe first base, maybe outfield. I think first base, though, could be my spot.
Okay,
Yeah.
first base. All right, good. Are you a scoop god like other people? There's been a long history of scoop gods at St. Mary's. Jack Mooney was a scoop god, not going to lie. Are you going to be a scoop god?
Of course I will. Yeah,
that's good because Oliver can bury some balls in the dirt. Are you going to be willing to help him out? He's like a stud.
Of course I'll help him out, but whenever I can.
The guy throws like 95, but it's all over the place. Anyway, well, congratulations, Hudson Bristevich here. I'm excited, and congratulations on your pick here at Cold Weather Bat.
Thank you, Coach Mooney. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we're actually going to do a little special update here. We're going to kick it right back to Joe Mooney for special investigations with Joe. Joe, what do you have for us?
Well, I got to tell you, Brian, it is breaking news. And again, I was outside. There was rumors flying around prior to the draft. And everyone was kind of talking about Blake Grimmer. And they're like kind of going, is he going to be here? Is he going to be here? And then he started slipping in the draft. He was projected 1-1. I mean, the kid's like an unbelievable hitter, right? And so like everyone was kind of rumoring like, where was he at? And then the 4 people I heard that are making the picks found out that he's with his girlfriend on a trip. I mean, that is like making him slip. What kind of priorities did he have? Not being here at the Cold Weather Bats draft. He is on vacation for winter break with his girlfriend. So he slipped in the draft. And so Minnie McKay was planning on taking him 1-1. But I think that, obviously slipped into the other round. So that's what happens when you don't have your priorities straight, Brian. Back to you.
I've never laughed harder in my life on this show.
As we compose ourselves to come back to the
It's
draft.
Puerto Rico. It's Puerto Rico.
It's Puerto Rico.
Understandable.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
It's
not
still in
crying,
American
you're crying.
territory. It's not that cool.
I don't know. I think the priorities question is worthy.
Yeah, it's a makeup
the Cold Weather
concern.
Bats 3rd annual player draft. What are you doing, dude?
It's
Come
a
on,
makeup
grow
concern.
up.
But anyway, we're back to me on the hot corner here. We're going to kick off round number 6, and I'm going to get a little more left-handed. Drew Hill, welcome to Team Sack.
Uh-oh.
That's a great pick.
Drew Hill. You already saw Brennan Hill was selected earlier by Team Justice. Now Brian Sikowski goes to the older brother, Drew Hill, also of Grosse Pointe North, also a lefty-lefty. Drew is committed to Wayne State, where he'll play football and baseball at Wayne State. That's an athlete. Drew is currently rehabbing from a little bit of an ankle problem, as you can see, because he also plays basketball. So this guy stays busy, he works hard, makes no excuses. He's humble as it gets, as you can tell by his soft-spoken voice during the CWB player draft. And now the poor guy, who's excellent at baseball, has to enter the Joe Mooney hot corner.
Drew Hill, my guy. What's going on? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, let me ask you a question. Looks like you hurt your ankle there, right? Did you hurt your ankle on the 1st and 3rd tripping over first base play that you did at St. Mary's?
Not quite. It was a little worse than that. I heard it during football, but
Well, that didn't work either. So anyway, that was not a very good play. Obviously, well defended. They were all well coached. Good job, Matt Petrie. Shout out. Hey, so tell us a little bit about Grosse Pointe North and your career there.
yeah, I mean, we started. I played. Obviously, my freshman year got canceled, but then we started my sophomore year. We lost to Grand Blanc, who eventually won it in 2021, and then last year we had a good run, obviously, and lost to St. Mary's in the final. But it's been a good start so far, and hopefully we're looking to keep forward this year. So
That's a great answer. I got to tell you, Drew is a great leader of that Grosse Pointe North team. I've got a lot of respect for this guy. I think they're going to make a long, long run. Drew, so tell us, you're playing football and baseball. Big time. Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders. Woo, look at me. Drew Hill. Okay. Hey, at Wayne State, tell us a little bit about that. Now you got Tyrone Wheatley, Michigan guy. Let's go.
Yeah, so I planned on committing, and then the football coach obviously parted ways with Wayne State. I was kind of waiting to see what happened, but I committed before they found a football coach, so I'm looking forward to getting to work when I get down there.
That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm here with Drew Hill. Let's bring it back to Brian. Awesome job, Drew.
And thank you, Joe, of course. Folks, if you haven't figured it out by now, Joe Mooney's the real star of Cold Weather Bats. We're just along for the ride.
Right. Today we're just pickers. Next week it'll be Joe Mooney's Cold Weather Bats. And here comes Drew Hill. Don't worry, guys. He's not in the way. He's a host / drafted player. He's earned his right. That means it's my turn to select. I am going to go back to, again, 2 per class. I've covered all but 2025, so obviously I've maybe misdrafted a bit, arguably, but I'm not going to second guess this one. I feel really confident in it. Brennan Hill in my rotation, Jason Oliver doing both, and here comes Luke Cole. Hello, how are you? He's up to 95, I've heard, from my dear friend Coach Zach Zolchek, and I'm ready for that to be on the mound with my other 2 guys. Let's go.
And most importantly, Brandon picked a player from downriver. New Boston is, of course, downriver, royalty even. Cole, I saw quite a bit last summer. Really high spin stuff, really deceptive stuff. The velocity's coming on. He can spin a slider. He can throw a changeup. Committed to Appalachian State, where he's got a chance to be an immediate impact guy. Luke Cole, Team Brandon Justice, and now he has to go again to the Joe Mooney Thunderdome. And for the sake of timing, Luke, I would love it if you walk just a little quicker so we don't have any dead air. And over to Joe.
Hey, right up.
Luke Cole, my guy. What's going on, brother? Bring it in here. Bring it in here. Let me ask you a question. Do you mind if I take off the drafted hat? Look at that right there, everybody. That right there just says, I throw gas. Am I right? I mean, look at that hair. Tell us a little bit about that hairdo.
I like it, the mullet. Let it grow out.
I mean, look at that. That flow in the back is great. It just screams like, I'm coming at you with 95. Here you go. What do you think about that? Do you think it screams that?
I think so.
That's great. So tell us about App State. Do you know who used to coach at Appalachian State?
No, I don't.
President Duke coach Chris Pollard. It is a beautiful, beautiful campus. Have you been there?
Yeah, I have.
Tell us a little bit about Appalachian State and why you picked there.
I really like the coaching staff, and the campus is beautiful.
That's right. It's a beautiful campus. Do you know why I hate Appalachian State?
Why's that?
Because they beat Michigan in football. It was a terrible, terrible day in my life. That was not very fun. But I got to tell you, I'm excited for you to go there. I think it's a great baseball school, and I think you're going to have a ton of fun. Congratulations, Luke. I heard you're a dude. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you, Brian.
We're back here. We're gonna spend a minute or 2 here breaking down some things. Drew, I don't think we've talked to you yet. Obviously, Ryan's been very vocal about the fact that he thinks we're all competing for second place. How are you feeling?
I'm pretty confident in my abilities and my team. I've got some sleepers. This next pick's going to shock a couple of people, but...
Hold on a second.
Just hold off on that for 1 second.
We're not making the selection yet. We're doing a minute and a half of analysis.
Can I make an analysis?
No
Follow the
shocker.
script card.
Drew Hill didn't get in on the memo. Come on. You're on a team now, though, so you've obviously proven your worth at the table. But break down your team for us. Start from the top. Dante down to Donovan. Tell us what your team's makeup is right now.
I've started with older guys that I've seen play a couple of times, and I'm kind of starting to work my way down into the younger groups, but I'm confident in who I've got so far, and I'm looking forward to keep going. So,
well, you went with Dante Nori first. I mean, that was a no-brainer, obvious selection. He looks the part, all of that. But tell us about why you selected Bino Waters. Maybe that's somebody people at home want to hear about a little bit.
So I've played against Bino. I've played with Bino quite a few times now. Last year especially, I think it's no secret, Bino made a big jump, and when we played against him in high school, he raked. He drilled the ball, played a weekday game. Nobody really cared what was going on, to be completely honest, and he came out there and hit 4 or 5 line drives, drilled the ball, and he had a good summer as well. So I'm looking forward to what he does this year.
Drew, off-topic question for you here. Grosse Pointe North enters the spring 1 run away from doing it last year. We ranked you 5th overall heading in the first Super 25. Obviously, Brandon and I think, as well as most of the people in the state, are pretty optimistic about what Grosse Pointe North is going to do this year. Tell it to us from your perspective. You're a senior leader there. Who you got coming back? What are you most excited about? What are we looking forward to?
Yeah, so first and foremost, we've lost a few guys. We lost Luke Babcock, catcher, Jake Tedesco, starting shortstop, second hitter, but we've got some pieces coming back, and we've got some younger guys to name: Rocco Cardinelli, Shane Armbruster, some kids who didn't play huge roles but are looking to step up, as well as Jordan, who has the record, Jordan Arsenault, the record for ERA, broke last year. So I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good time, and hopefully we make another run.
And with that, you're up, man. Who's your next pick?
My next pick is a sleeper. Not many guys know about him, but I played against him. He's in our league in the MAC for high school. His name's Isaiah Domi. He's a 2025 first baseman from Anchor Bay. I've seen him play.
Anchor Bay, East Sider, again. What was that? Okay.
Mike Rice says East
Mike
Side.
Rice, making it known. He's making it known. Scared the hell out of me, but he made it known. Drew Hill, why'd you take him?
I've seen him play quite a few times yet again, just like the rest of my team, and the kid rakes. I know he's also pretty good in football. He made all-region this year in football, and hopefully he takes another big step like he did last year. He's a middle-of-the-order guy for Anchor Bay, and he rakes, and that's going to be a good team this year.
All right, well, before we take it to the next pick, Brian, we have a little bit of analysis we've got to have here because for those at home who aren't here, we're not very good at executing make sure the pick gets there if the guy isn't here today, because otherwise it's going to awkwardly overlap.
Yeah.
And that's what we're currently dealing with. But if you're a cold weather Bats fan, this
It's
is
just a timing
this
thing.
is
Yeah.
come on. You
We
guys
don't
knew
have to
this
be
was going
this
to happen.
self-deprecating. The folks here, I don't
Come
think they
on.
were expecting Sports Center.
Right.
Yeah.
You get it. Rest in peace, Stuart Scott, OG. All right, let's talk about your next pick, Ryan McKay.
That'd be an honor. He is here. I'm going with Kellen Roberts Monroe, right-handed pitcher. I played with him. Whenever he's on the mound, I know whenever Brandon wanted to pull him, he just really didn't want to take no as an answer. And he's a very, very fierce pitcher, and he also just chucks gas.
Yeah, Kellen Roberts, he eats French fries with mayonnaise. That is a true fact. It is disgusting, but I love him.
Pitchers are nuts.
He's got some really gross stuff, man. The hammer is legit. It falls off a table. He's also got a slider he mixes in there, so he's able to kind of multiply planes a little bit and confuse hitters with where it's going to break, whether it's across or over. So he's able to overlay a bit and really confuse hitters. He's also up in the upper 80s with a nice hidden delivery. He's going to Evansville, where he's going to be an ace. It's a pretty sick mascot, if you ask me. Everyone's the Tigers or an animal. This guy's an ace.
There's only
That's
one.
sick.
There's only one Chippewas.
This is true. This is
Yeah.
true. And
Fire
that
up.
ace is entering the Joe Mooney Hot Corner.
Kellen Roberts, bring it in, bro. How's it going? Good, man. How are you? Come here, man. Look at this guy. He's kind of built like an MMA guy. I mean, my gosh, look at him. He's buffed. He's ready to go. He's ready to get on the mound, and he's ready to throw gas. Tell us a little bit, for the viewers that don't know you, tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and maybe what your style is on the mound.
I'm from Monroe, Michigan. Best friends with Noah Miller.
Is that what you say, or is that what Noah says?
A little bit of Noah.
Are you? It's more Noah, right? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay.
I play a lot of basketball. Basketball's going right now. Team's playing well.
What's your record?
Not that great.
Okay, but the team's playing well. Hey, that's a great kid. I want that kid on my team. Doesn't matter about the results. We're all playing well. Here we go. We get a participation trophy at the end of the day. But anyway, tell us a bit more about your game, your baseball game. You get on that mound. I heard Minnie says you got a hammer.
Yeah, Drew Hill says so himself. He can't hit it. It's really hard. He's really struggled the past few years.
That's good. So you own Drew Hill is what you're saying?
Yeah, he can't hit.
He can't hit. That's great. I love that. All right, hey, congratulations, Colin, and I'm excited for you this year, and we're looking for great things out of Monroe.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy.
And we're back.
I love this show.
We're going right back to Mr. McKay here on the end around here.
I'm going to finish my 2025s with Anthony Benetti. He is kind of a two-way guy for me. I know he's pretty crafty and he can hit, and that's really all you need in a two-way. So yeah, Anthony Benetti, that will be my last my spot to fill 2025.
And I don't think Benetti's in the house. Either way, shouts out to Anthony Benetti joining Team McKay, one of the 2025s. Actually, I'm told his recruiting has picked up in the past. This is a recent thing. Did he commit? Did he commit? I heard that might have been coming. So congratulations to Anthony Benetti. I know committing to Wright State and doing all that is cool, but more importantly, you got picked by Team McKay here in the Cold Weather Bats player draft. So congratulations to Anthony Benetti and the Benetti family. And with that, I don't know where Brandon went, but all right, well, we're just going to keep going. We'll just keep talking here. We'll just keep having a nice time.
I didn't get to talk about my team.
So talk about your team.
My team's really good. I got all the younger guys out of the way. They're pretty insane, and other than Brandon, you're kind of struggling on the younger guys. You need to pick that up.
Look, my veterans are going to take care of my youth. I'm not worried about that. We have a iron sharpens iron type of environment here with Team Justice. It's very simple who my next pick is. I'm shocked he's still here. I'm blessed. I'm truly honored and blessed, like most recruits are when they commit. They're always honored and blessed.
Blessed and honored. Yeah.
I am honored and blessed like them. My next pick, I'm going right back to St. Mary's, Parker Bruskevich. Hello, how are you?
Important to keep in mind that maybe for all time, bragging rights in the Brustevich household, Hudson was picked first as the younger brother. So important to remember that. Parker, welcome to the stage. Welcome to Team Brandon Justice, or excuse me, Team Drew Hill. Wait.
It just wasn't his pick.
Brandon drafted out of order, everybody. Whatever, we're going to roll with it.
Drew didn't want him anyway, so it doesn't
Drew didn't want him anyways.
It literally was his pick. It was literally Drew's pick.
Not like I was going to pick him or anything, Brandon. Jeez.
Minnie, talk about your teammate Parker here for a second.
Parker's probably one of the smartest kids I've ever played with. He is very smart in school and baseball, and he's just a heck of a kid, and he rakes. He's going to Notre Dame. He's just a beautiful, beautiful young man.
You guys ever heard of the show Leave It to Beaver? That was actually about me. Oh, Joe's got Parker.
Parker, my dog, what's up? Ooh, that was good. That was good. Bring it in here, Parker. Oh, my gosh. We're here with Parker Brustevich. That's right. I pronounced it right because I've known Parker since he was probably 7 or 8 years old. Isn't that right?
Yes, it is. It is right.
That's right. And Parker is a Notre Dame commit. And I got to tell you, Notre Dame people usually have very high character. And I'm going to tell a story. Parker, do you remember the story the time that I got thrown out of the game?
I do. I tagged the kid. That's all I can say.
Was it my fault?
It was not your fault. That was on the umpire. He was out.
It was. Okay, so there was a play between first and second, ground ball. Parker was playing second. Parker picks the ball up, and he tags the guy. And the umpire says, he's safe. And I said, he tagged him. And he said, no, he's safe. And so I walked out there, and what did I say to you?
He said, you're the most Christian kid I've ever known. That kid would never lie to me and never lie.
That's right. I said to the umpire, I said, do you know who this kid is? He's the most Christian kid there is. He's like super Christian. He's the nicest, highest character kid. He would never lie to me. And he said he tagged him. And the umpire got mad, and what did he do?
Threw you out of the game.
He tossed me, so I got tossed because of you.
Exactly.
That's right. It was worth it, Parker, because you are a great guy. So, Parker, tell us a little bit about the year this year. I mean, you're so versatile. You can hit like there's no tomorrow. You're going to the University of Notre Dame. You're on the mound. You play left field. You can play third base. You can play first base. You're a scoop guy. You can do everything. Tell us a little bit about what you're thinking the Orchard Lake St. Mary's team will bring this year.
I think it'll be a lot different than last year. Obviously losing a bunch of seniors, but I think that we'll still come out with a good rotation, good group of guys that can hit, kind of do it all, more versatile. A lot of kids that can play different positions, moving positions in order to get in the lineup. But I think overall we'll have a good team and have a good year.
And the University of Notre Dame, are you excited about that?
Yes, of course. Great campus, love the coaches there, and obviously can't really beat the academics there.
Is the head coach Stifler?
It is, yes.
I like his mom. Anyway, all right, good. Hey, we're here with Parker. Congratulations. I am excited for Parker. He's going to do great things at St. Mary's, but also at the University of Notre Dame, a great university. I'm excited for him to go there. Congratulations, Parker.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
And we had a little bit of a mess up in the draft order. Brandon jumped the line for no reason in particular.
In the air. And in the air.
But for the simple reason of keeping things moving, we're just going to quickly, for this round, him and Drew switch spots. Oh, well, we'll make it up to Drew. He gets an extra T-shirt or something like that. Drew, who's your pick?
My next pick is going to be Chase Vandermeet, 2024, from Brother Rice. He's a third baseman, right-handed pitcher, outfielder, kind of a utility guy. Total stud, plays for D Las Vegas in the summer. Coach Riker both in summer and the high school season. Seen him play quite a bit. He's a good player.
Welcome to the squad. Welcome to the squad.
Another Notre Dame commit there.
Geez, you're just stacking up Irishmen here
Notre
today.
Dame doing pretty well in the state
I
of
was going to
Michigan,
say,
yeah.
Notre Dame taking a little bit of a dip. Also, our runner, Ryan Mooney, also a former Notre Dame guy, now a Harvard guy.
That's true.
A little bit of a big brain fella. Had to upgrade a little bit, change sports. No big deal. 1 second he's a baseball D1 guy. Next he's football. Pretty sick. Who's our next pick? Because I know I
That's
don't
me.
know the
It's
right
me
answer.
now.
Because I don't. Hand in the air. Parker Bruskevich, thank you so much for joining my team. Humbly, I apologize to all at home who were waiting for Drew Hill's pick and then had to listen to me select somebody. I do think it's hilarious that I had no idea Drew Hill had selected Parker without announcing it, and that is actually what happened. So that'll go down in CWB lore. Now, who's your next pick?
So a big important piece to me when team building is athleticism, twitch. I want guys who can run. I want guys who can steal bases. I want guys who can cover large swaths of ground in center field. So with that being said, Trent Rice, obviously, welcome to Team SAC. Oakland University commit, Cardinal Mooney's own, a very talented basketball player, a standout member of the North team at the Perfect Game High School Select, of course. The North team that won, by the way, for those asking.
North team that won. This guy can coach.
With that being said, yeah, Trent Rice.
Trent Rice, Oakland commit, joining Jordan Banfield's program. They had just a fantastic season last year, broke records, most wins in the history of the Oakland University program, and now Trent Rice is headed there. He's also heading to Team Sikowski, and that's 6'3", was it 6'3", 6'2"? Hey, Mike, what's Trent running these days? 6'3", 6'2", where are we at? Oh, 6'4"? Let's just go with 6'3". Trent Rice, 6'3" runner. This dude's lightning fast. He's got a big bat to go along with it, and the glove is tremendous. Saw it firsthand at Comerica Park last year, where Mike Rice's Mooney guys have a bit of a timeshare every year. And now, Trent Rice, a part of the revolution that is the Cardinal Mooney boys, is headed to the hot corner with Joe Mooney.
Trent Rice, bring it in, dog. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
That's good. Look at this guy, man. He's got the form-fitting shirt on. He's kind of ripped. I got to tell you, the first question, I'm just coming out firing. Can I come out firing? Oh, sure. Okay. Your dad has been your coach before, correct?
Yes.
And now your uncle is your coach, correct?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, who's the better coach?
The better coach, I'd have to go with my uncle for sure.
Wow. Okay. Hold on. It was a simple answer.
Yeah.
Okay, your uncle. Okay, your uncle. Okay, good. Now, who's the better athlete, your dad or your uncle?
See, this is the question I was scared of, but
don't be scared. It's a great question, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Now, I'm going to go with my uncle here again.
Wow.
But that's the reason being is because he played college baseball and my dad didn't play college sport. But I will say my dad was a better hooper.
Okay, that's good. Better hooper, and hoopers are good athletes, right?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll give them that. Okay, good. Hey, let me ask you a question. You're going to Oakland University. Yes. You're excited about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Great. I think Jordan Banfield's done an awesome job there. They have really, I mean, they had 30 wins last year, correct? Yeah. That's great. So tell us a bit about that decision, why you decided to Oakland University. I know you can fly. I know you're a great player, but tell us a little bit about why you decided to go to Oakland.
So, I mean, they were one of the first on me in my recruitment, and it just felt like home right away. And they just kept getting on me. And, I went to the campus and the team he's building and just how everything's changing. It's just something I wanted to be a part of.
I love that answer. And here's the thing. I always keep saying, go where you're appreciated and go where you're loved and go where you're going to play. Mm-hmm. Right? So congratulations, Trent. Heard great things about you, and I'm looking forward to a great year from you.
Thank you.
Job, bro.
I'm actually gonna stick with a theme here for my second pick in this little double up here. I'm gonna stick with the theme of commitment, and I want to get a little two-way. I want a guy who can throw flames out of the bullpen and hit tanks. I like power in my lineup. Anybody who played for me at St. Mary's will know I'm a big power guy. It's important to me. So I don't actually know if this guy's here yet or not, or if he's here. I was told he might be coming, but Tanner Sontag from Bay City John Glenn, if you're in the house, come on down, man. But if not, and it doesn't look like it. Anyways, he's committed to Oakland as well, along with Trent Rice. I just took a couple of their key pieces.
Banfield boys.
Banfield boys, if you want to put it that way, as they revitalize the Oakland University baseball program there. But Jordan Banfield, of course, friend of the show, friend of the program. Yep. Sontag's a two-way guy. Bay City John Glenn, a team that we have ranked 4th overall heading into the season. So I think I got stronger there from a power perspective as well as on the mound. So I went with Sontag, and we're going to pass it right over to Coach Justice here.
Might be a couple more taken from John Glenn before it's all said and done. We are trying to pick the show's pace up a little bit here and move a little bit quicker with this next pick. Also a member of our draft pool who is not in attendance tonight. I'm going to go to the 25 class where I have to select 2 people per class. I have not gone to 2025 yet. I'm going to stick with the theme of left-handed arms, giving you a lot of good graces when it comes to the opposition. I've already got Brennan Hill. Now I'm going to go to U of D Jesuit and pick up Bobby Crane, 2025 left-handed pitcher. Drew Hill, give us a scouting report. You've got some strong opinions on him. You're the one who sold me on him. Bobby Crane, wherever you're at, welcome to the squad, dude. We're going to win a lot of games. Drew Hill, tell us why he's on the team.
So Bobby Crane's a lefty, obviously. Big, tall kid. Got some muscle on him. Mid-80s arm. Hopefully makes a jump before the season starts. But I told Brandon right before he picked him, hot take for the year is he's going to give St. Mary some trouble. Another lefty arm. Kind of like Brennan, got a funky delivery. Got good stuff, good off speed. So we'll see what happens.
I'm right here.
Nobody's scared of you, Minnie.
The first time in Ryan McKay's life, nobody can hear him. We're moving on to our next pick.
We're right up.
Because
Drew Hill,
I
you're up,
obviously
baby.
am directionless with this order, as we've learned the hard way. Drew Hill?
Drew's up.
With my next pick, I'm going to go into 2025 just like Brandon did. I'm going to take Cash Vandermeed from Brother Rice. Got some run this year, or last year, as an outfielder. Hopefully looking to make a jump next year and see what he does with Rice, a talented roster. So,
Drew taking the entire Vandermeed clan here.
Keep it in the family. I like it.
You know, the pitching coach at Michigan State, Mr. Vandermeed, he's not eligible to be selected. I just want you to know that. We're not actually drafting coaches. We did that already.
Yeah, that was. Where's Dane Jr. at? Is he still in the house? Greaser?
Greaser's here.
There he is, loud and proud, baby. Look at that handsome fellow. Can we get him on? I'm just kidding. You're good. All right, who we got? Tell us more about your team right now, Ryan McKay.
My team? My team?
Your team. Your third place team.
I mean, I got Jack Crichton's little brother, Luke, 2026, and then my other 2026 is Armstrong, probably the best pitcher in that class. So 2026 is strong, 2025 looks strong, Benetti, beast, and then Illich, probably best pitcher in that class. 2023, I got some great pitchers, and I'm going to go with a catcher, De La Salle, MSU commit, my brother, Adam Broski. I know it's one or the other, but welcome to the squad, man.
Getting away from the not here theme, we have now found ourselves selecting somebody who is here and making their way down to the podium.
These
quote
Sparties
unquote.
stick together, man.
I tell you what.
Sparties stick together.
I would say the opposite of go green, go white, but I honestly don't want to offend the kids who have worked hard for their commitment. I have a ton of respect for it. Truthfully. Ryan McKay just picking up Spartans left and right. He's making his way to the Joe Mooney Hot Corner. Joe Mooney, former player at the University of Michigan, a catcher at the University of Michigan. He's interviewing a lot of Spartans tonight. Let's see what happens with this one.
Adam Broski, what's up, bro? How are you?
Good.
Hey, congratulations. I mean, I got to tell you, we have seen you, we've faced you for several times at De La Salle. Yes, sir. And I got to tell you, you're one hell of a catcher, man.
Thank you.
One hell of a catcher. So, and I think you got an absolute cannon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about you're going to Michigan State.
Yes, I am.
Tell us a little bit about the decision, why you decided to pick Michigan State.
The coaching staff. I mean, I love the environment there. I felt like it was just the best fit for me.
That's good. And do you know Mr. Clutch? Ryan McKay is going there.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Do you think he's going to be clutch there?
Very, very.
Okay. So tell us about the De La Salle team this year. I mean, you guys are always great, always a powerhouse. Love how you guys play. Tell us a little bit about how you guys are going to do this year.
I think we'll be sneaky good. I think we're kind of getting written off a little bit. We got a good pitching staff. We got a Ball State commit. We got Rhett Rozier, obviously he's known. So I think we'll be.
I know Rhett very well. He has caught footballs down in my basement. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Good. Did you see it? No, I did not. Okay. He wasn't very good. He's better at running than he is catching. Okay. I'm not kidding. So, but that kid could truck people, can't he?
Yeah, he can.
Does he truck people in baseball?
Not really.
Do you think Minnie, like if Rhett Rozier's coming into second, should Oliver or Minnie get out of the way?
Maybe Minnie. Maybe Minnie.
So last question: if Minnie or Oliver are on first base, are you hosing them at second?
I think so.
I
know so.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm looking for. It's good. Okay, now when you host someone, do you get the guns out and like that, and then get the holster and put it back in?
No.
Do you think you could do that?
I can't for you.
That's awesome. I love that. This is Joe Mooney. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. We're staying on the corner here with Mr. McKay. He's putting his pick in right now.
Yes,
Is
great
this a
pick.
player in attendance that you're picking?
I believe so. Yes, it is a player in attendance.
Okay. Describe them briefly before you say their name.
He rakes lefty, my rival school, and he probably gets at least 2 hits a game. That's a good way to describe him.
Okay.
And he's going to your future rival school as well. Not the
yeah,
rival, but one
Ohio
of.
State. It's one of them.
rival.
It's
One
one
of
of them.
them.
It's a great school. Tyler Fox, everyone. Tyler
Come on
Fox.
down.
Tyler Fox committed to Ohio State and goes to Brother Rice 2024. Ryan McKay goes to St. Mary's and is going to Michigan State. So you want to talk about awkward right now on the draft stage. It's a little weird.
McKay's just
This
trying
is
to
the
get in his
beauty.
head. Yeah, he's just trying to get in his head.
This is like chess. This is what we call St. Mary's Brother Rice chess. In about 2 months from now, these two guys will be yapping back and forth, I would imagine. But for now, they're on the same team and arguably best friends.
And if you would have told me that after the Catholic League Championship game in 2021 that Ryan McKay would pick a Brother Rice player, I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed you.
Hey, Ty Fox, my dog. What's going on, man? Bring it in here. So this is going to be a little bit awkward for me. First of all, you go to Brother Rice. My sons all went to St. Mary's. And where are you committed to?
Ohio State.
I'm sorry?
Ohio State.
No, I heard you. I'm just sorry to hear that. Hello, everybody. All right. Hey, does this work? Hey, hello. Anyway, tip your waitresses, eat the veal. Okay. Hey, Ty, tell us. So on the way over here, I was talking to Ryan, and I said, hey, I think Ty Fox is going to be there. And he said, dude, that kid rakes. Like, that kid hits bombs. What do you think about that?
I mean, I want to thank Ryan. I would obviously agree with him, but thank you.
That's good. I mean, your dad says you hit bombs too, but like, what dad doesn't say like they hit bombs, right?
Right.
I mean, they all like, oh my God, my kid's so great, right? But I got to tell you, but you really are good.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I don't like you at when you're up to bat, like you, Fredo, like all those guys, Cheese. I mean, my gosh, it's going to be a good team at Brother Rice, don't you think?
Yeah, I think we got a good shot this year. Should be a special team.
I think they're going to be a very special team, but I think there's obviously a special team over there in Orchard Lake as well, don't you think?
I would agree with that, yeah.
All right, well, it's going to be a great showdown, and I'm looking forward to that. Congratulations, Ty. You're an awesome player.
Thank you.
Good job, bro.
Thanks.
All right, we're back, and we're gonna keep things moving along a little bit here. We're gonna roll right into Drew Hill's pick here as we work our way through the 9th round.
Drew Hill's pick, not mine. Not mine.
Not Brandon's.
Noted. Continue.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yep.
I'm going with the craftier guy. Seen him play in the summer last year. Doesn't flash a lot of radar guns, but gets tons of outs. Throws a lot of strikes. Grant Garman, Oakland commit, left-handed pitcher.
Here comes Grant Garman.
Garman, one of the more pitchable players in the state. I've been saying it since he was 78, 80. Just an outs machine like Drew described. Guy with multiple pitches. He fills it up. He pitches backwards. He has command. Just a really pitchable player who is undergoing a velo jump. This is no longer a soft thrower. This is a guy who's in the mid-80s from the left side. It's going to keep getting bigger, and his pitchability will allow him to be an immediately impactful piece at Oakland.
And one of the hardest pitches to hit in baseball is anything 85 plus from the left side with arm side run. And that's what makes the pitchability work so well for Garman. That's what makes him so dangerous on any level. And that's what's going to make him successful when he gets to Oakland and plays for Jordan Banfield. We've had a lot of Banfield boys going lately, and this one's about to join Joe Mooney in the hot corner.
Grant Garman, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How's everything? Bring it in here. So, Grant, tell us, first of all, left-handed pitcher.
Yep.
So, Garmin, kind of an interesting last name. So, it's kind of a GPS. Have you ever heard, like, when you can't find the zone, they're like, use the Garmin, the GPS to find? Have you heard that?
Yeah.
I thought I was being creative. Dang it! I thought I was being creative. Anyway, Grant, tell us a little bit about your game. I heard you're a great player. Tell us a bit about when you get on the mound. Tell us a little bit about what your style is.
I just like attack hitters and get my outs, get my team a win.
That's great. I love the team atmosphere. So, how do you think the team will be this year?
I think we'll be solid. We have a lot of good athletic kids. So
that's great. And you're committed to
Oakland.
Oakland, again, another Jordan Banfield. I think they're doing some great things there. I'm a big fan of the Oakland University there, and you're staying local.
Yep.
That's great. Well, good luck, and good luck this year, buddy.
Thank you.
Take care. And hopefully that Garmin will find the zone.
Yep.
That's good. I know you like it. Good job. Good job. Congratulations. Thank you. Heard a lot of great things.
All righty. We got Ryan Mooney. So, hey, Ryan, come on. You've done enough. You've done enough. Let everybody know your name.
What did you say?
Ryan Mooney, runner. He's been doing fantastic work for us behind the scenes today. But he's headed where?
Harvard.
Harvard. Whoa. Whoa. All right. I've got the next pick. We've had some fun. We've got to kind of be a little more concise here. Otherwise, we're going to start paying overtime. Next pick, I am going to continue loading up my team with ball players, guys who just show up, get it. Don't got to say much. They understand it. They're all grinders, like-minded group, common goals. I'm going to Liggett, and I'm taking Reggie Sharp.
Reggie Sharp in the building? No, he's not. Reggie's not here. We're taking him anyways. Reggie.
What the heck,
obviously
Reggie?
A very versatile player, a guy who's been performing for a long time. Switch hitter, middle infielder, all the above. He just kind of checks a lot of boxes for you.
Yeah, toolsy guy. He's going to get the job done for us. I think, from a baseball IQ standpoint, extremely advanced there. He's going to be somebody that makes everybody around him better. He's always been that kind of guy from what I can see on the field. And we're excited to have him here at Team Justice as I pass things off to my handsome co-host, Brian Skowski.
Thank you so much for the compliment. Anyways, I'm on the double up here. I'm going to take someone who I know is here and in the building. I talked about in my last set of picks how I wanted to get faster. I wanted to burn some speed. Took Trent Rice, one of the fastest guys in the state. Now I'm going to take a guy who can play a couple different positions, mostly on the infield. He's got speed to burn, and he's going to play for one of my best friends in college baseball next year, Alex Cheeseman. Welcome to Team SAC.
Back home, they call him Cheddar. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. All right, Alex Cheeseman, brother Rice. He's done a lot of things at the amateur level so far, guys. You've played against him. We've seen him. He's a clean infielder. Gets the job done at the plate. Tough out. Works long counts. Tell us more about what you guys have seen playing against him, or if you've ever had the opportunity to play with him. You do wow factor stuff. You guys probably grow up.
I played travel ball with him.
You just spawn at tournaments. You've played in every tournament in America with somebody, so tell
Thanks.
us.
I don't know if that's a compliment. Cheese is clutch. You are clutch, my man. You are clutch. In the Catholic League Finals, he had a game-tying double against a guy going to Kent State, so that's not a easy guy to get a hit off of, and so he's very clutch. That's something I take away from Cheeser.
Cheese noticeably added some beef since we've last seen him, as you can see up top. He's headed to the hot corner with Joe Mooney, where he's about to get grilled.
Cheese, my dog. Look at this guy. My gosh. You viewers at home, if you do not see the physique on this guy, he is not eating a lot of dairy, not a lot of cheeseman. I'm telling you, he's eating a lot of meat. He is just a carnivore right now. Look at him. My gosh. Cheese. Think about this lineup. And I've known you for a long time. And your lineup at Brother Rice, it is going to be scary. You, Fredo, Dowd, Fox. That's pretty. I'm leaving out. I know a lot of people, but my gosh, the Van Meets. But my gosh, you're doing pretty well. This is gonna be a good team.
Yeah, I'm excited for this season. Really confident in my team, and I know we're gonna do well this year.
Good. Now you're heading to UAB, University of Alabama, Birmingham, and I think I was DMing you when I was down there. I was from the campus. It's an awesome campus down there.
Yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, the warm weather. Great coaches, and I'm just excited to get down there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great opportunity. I have you. I don't know if you saw my Instagram today. Did you see it?
I did, yes.
That's right. I said that Cheese is not going to have like a breakout performance. He's already good, but he's going to have a big year. I think he and Dowd are going to have some big years this year, and so I'm pretty excited for you guys. I'm not excited for you, Brother Rice, to be honest with you. But you guys are going to be good.
Yeah, definitely. looking for a state championship, and we'll see what we can do.
Well, good. Well, tell your folks I said hello. And Alex Cheeseman, one of my all-time favorite guys, just a great high-character person. UAB is getting an awesome, awesome kid. Congratulations, Cheese.
Thank you.
Great job, bro.
Obviously stoked to add the speed and the power and the versatility combination of Cheeseman to my lineup there. Think he'll play second base for me, but we can move him around. And in my hypothetical world, I can do whatever I want, really. So my next pick on the double up here, I talk about wanting balance in my lineup. I want left-handed bats. I like two-way guys. I like dudes who pitch left-handed too. And a little bit of Brian Sikowski trivia for you. My father is a Flint Powers Catholic alum. So Isaac Sturgis, if you're in the building, come on down and welcome to Team Sikowski.
He is here. He is in the building, and he is coming down to join Team Sikowski. We're hitting the 7th inning stretch, pun intended, of the CWB player draft, and we've got a couple more rounds left, and not a lot of people in the building. And here comes the next member of Team Sikowski. Do we have any analysis here?
I can say one thing, and you should be blessed for playing for SAC. That's all I got to say.
If you join Team Sikowski, you're getting a ring. That's a guarantee. That's like auto. Unless you're playing against Team Justice, I cannot guarantee that's going to happen. And here comes Joe Mooney.
Isaac Sturgis, how are you doing, bro? How are you? Doing well, man. Bring it in. Bring it in. Let's say, so Flint Powers. So I've known some kids from Flint Powers. The Randicks say were really pretty good before your time, but they were darn good, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
You know, Flint Powers has got a long history of being the power up there. So tell us a bit about your team this year.
We'll be good. We got a bunch of returners and some good senior leaders, so we'll be good.
That's great. Tell us a little bit about your game in particular. How are you going to contribute to Flint Powers being a great team this year?
I'm going to throw strikes and score some runs, hopefully. That's the goal.
Good.
Yep.
That's good, Isaac. I tell you, you know, throwing strikes and scoring runs are not overrated. That's like, you know, line one, page one when it comes to baseball. So, so tell us, have you picked a college yet?
I am. Michigan State. Yep.
I know, Michigan State. We got a lot of Sparties in here. It's crazy. Congratulations, though. I think that it's going to be a great pick for you. I've heard some amazing things about you, and I know you're going to do some great things. So congratulations.
Have a good one, Coach. Thank you.
You too, bud.
Back rolling right along here as we work our way through round 10 here. Brandon is up. Brandon's on the clock. And folks, to prepare you, the way that we draft like this, the style that we do, there are some really, really good players who kind of slip down the board a little bit just as a result of us putting such an emphasis on making sure players from every class are drafted. So you kind of see, obviously, in some worlds, player X would go ahead of player Y, but player Y is a 2026, and we got to get those guys. So player X slips, and I think you're going to see a couple of those to round out this round, and Brandon taking a heck of a player here.
Look, I told myself I was going to prioritize the middle of my infield, and I was going to prioritize the mound. Now I've got to round some things out behind the plate and in the outfield, but man, Evan Hager is still on the board, and I just automatically picked him and didn't think twice about it. And Joe Mooney
is apoplectic with rage.
Let's go, Joe. That's my assistant coach right there and my interview guy.
Obviously, this
Joe
is great
making
value.
it clear he's upset we didn't pick him. For those who can't hear Joe, Joe is now becoming a heckler, as we have seen manifest.
I'm
over
canceling
the
the
last few seconds
check.
here. Yeah. Well, anyway, Evan Hager he's got a case to be the best player in the state.
100%.
You know, he's center fielder, top of the order, middle of the order. It doesn't matter. He can do it all. The defense might be the best part of his game, which is the scariest part of it all. He had a fantastic offseason so far at multiple camps, and he's really shined throughout his career at Catholic Central so far. So if he's truly ascending some more, oof, he's going to be good, and he's going to be good for a while. Shocked he's still there. Happy he's still there. Welcome to the squad. Where's Team Justice at up top? Are we still up here? We just got a big player.
I don't think anybody
Everybody
cares.
left.
Yeah.
All my team left. Who's up?
That would be me. It seems you got some chemistry issues with your team dipping on you early, so
thought
we're
that
just going to leave
thought
that
that was a tough
alone,
look,
but
too.
I'm dipping into the younger grades. I'm going to take 2026 outfielder Keegan Malley from Midland Dow. I've seen a little bit about this kid. He rakes, runs a sub 760, throws well from the outfield, just an overall solid player.
And with the 2026s, obviously, it's we're in wait and see mode on a lot of these guys. Like,
Right.
even if we've seen them play summer ball, even if we've, for whatever reason, they might be committed even this early. But a lot of guys, they have not played their first inning of high school baseball yet. So we're going to wait and see. And Mally's a guy who's shown some pretty enviable traits and some projectable things. And taking a bet on a guy like that, obviously, a pretty solid way to do your 2026s. Mr. McKay, you're up.
After these next two picks, I'll be good with my classes and we'll just be free to, just explore. But with this one, not too sure, like you said, how he fell. Drew Titsworth, Frankenmuth, going to Clemson. So that officially makes my team the best, I think. And then going to the next guy, my last St. Mary's guy in closing the 2024s, Anthony Pacey. He's a definition of like a hard worker. He's 6'3", 200. Out of nowhere, he's throwing 89, 90, pumping strikes. So he's going to be our number 3 pitcher, number 2 pitcher, and he's going to be absolutely huge for us, and especially Catholic League. So that is why I'm going him to close out my 2024s.
All right, so in one fell swoop there on the double up, Mr. McKay takes Drew Titsworth from Frankenmuth in 23 and Anthony Pacey, 2024 from St. Mary's. That's a name that you will all hear quickly this spring, from what I understand, talking to Coach Matt Petrie at St. Mary's. So we're going to move right along as neither of those guys are here, and we're back to Drew in the 11th round. Who you got?
I'm going back into Grosse Pointe, picking a Liggett kid, a two-way guy going to Michigan, Preston Barr.
There he is.
Preston Barr's in the house.
Preston Barr in the house. Michigan commit. He's going to be meeting. He's going to be meeting his former Wolverine. He's going to be, what is this, like a mentor type of deal, Joe Mooney? Huh? You think? You think you're going to stop heckling, start being mentor for the young Wolverines in the world? Huh? Anyway, here comes Preston Barr. How hard is he throwing these days, Brian?
The Grosse Pointe love is honestly disgusting.
It's disgusting and it's obvious. First of all, Dan Griesbaum Jr., I love you. Second of all, Preston Barr, he's throwing heat.
Yeah, he's 90-91 on the mound, power hitting third baseman who swings it from the right side, a true two-way player, headed to Michigan with his brother Kurt, who's a freshman there, and I'm told is in line to pitch a fair bit for them as a true freshman this year. So we'll send Preston.
Preston Barr, my guy. What's going on, bro? Hey, congratulations on being drafted. I got to tell you, you and Drew Titsworth, I just like the last two guys that have been drafted, 2 studs, I'm telling you. I mean, now you're heading to the University of Michigan.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
But people don't know, hey there, you're from up north there, right? Up in Canada, eh?
Yes, sir.
Did you like my accent? Was it pretty good?
That was pretty accurate.
Was it good? Yeah, let's get some Molsons, eh? All right, good. Hey, so tell us a bit about Canada.
Oh, it's a pretty solid country, but the U.S. is definitely superior.
Okay, I like that. That's a good answer. Now, you commute into Liggett every single day, correct?
Yes, I do.
That is quite – so do you have to go over the border?
Yeah, it's about like an hour drive.
Do they go, wow, there's like Preston Barr, like a really good baseball player going to Liggett, or do they stop you and frisk you?
They usually stop me and frisk me. So.
That's not good. Okay, well, good. Hey, every single day you go back and forth, right?
Yes, I do.
That's a heck of a commitment that you make towards Liggett. Have you ever thought about going to St. Mary's?
No.
Okay, well, we would have taken you, but it's okay. Bring it in. Don't worry, Preston. Come here. Okay, so University of Michigan, I'm excited for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
And are you going to pitch, or you think you'll play? You're a great shortstop, too.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do both as much as I can. See where I am, and then see where it takes me.
All right. Preston Barr, back to you, Brian. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Preston Barr, like we just talked about, a two-way player from Liggett as the Grosse Pointe Love Fest continues. We're doing this in Grand Rapids next year. This is too much for me. But moving right along to Mr. Justice, who actually is going to pick in his correct spot this time, which is a nice change.
Yeah, well, you got to keep everybody on their toes around here. With my next pick, I am going with a strong recommendation in the 2026 class for my. I believe this is my second 2026 pick. Yes, it is. My second and final 2026 pick. I'm going with Drew Tribal from Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Oddly enough, the older brother goes to Brother Rice. That's a house divided. But I'll take Drew Tribal with confidence here in the 2026 class. And from there, Brian, I'll hand it off to you for your next selection as we enter the final home stretch here of the CWB player draft. But before I go there, Ryan, We were just talking back and forth about strategy and how this has worked out so far. While Brian makes his pick, what do you think's been what's the most difficult part about being a CWB player draftee?
Like being on the show?
Just like this whole shebang, trying to strategize and all that.
There's nothing difficult. It's just enjoying the time.
This guy just has no problems
it's
with
fun.
anything.
It's fun, man. Nothing too hard. Just did some studying earlier, and now I'm here. And the studying obviously paid off. Team looks great. Your team looks great as well.
Appreciate that.
Not gonna throw any shade your way, but
Whoever my team is,
I like my team. Nothing was too difficult though to answer your question. Not at all.
Yeah, Ryan McKay famously went through a 89 pitch at bat against Brother Rice in 2021, and now he has no problem doing the CWB player draft, I guess. All right, Brian, it's on you.
We're nothing but confidence builders here at Cold Weather Bats. Okay, I'm on the hot corner here in the double up. I'm going to knock out my second 2026. I'm taking Caden Jomini. He's a 2026 right-handed pitcher from Matawan High School. This is a guy whose name you're going to learn probably soon. A West Side guy who's already, if he's not getting D1 offers, he's very close. I've been keeping in touch with several people regarding his recruitment just as a result of my day job. But a projectable, athletic right-handed pitcher. The arm works really well. He's going to keep growing. He's into the mid-80s already. Really optimistic about the projection of Caden Jomini, and he's going to join my pitching staff. And then I'm going to actually take the steal of the entire day because Brendan Bennett from Novi hasn't been picked yet. So he's going to come to my team. This is a big lefty in the 2024 class. A guy who's committed to Clemson. He was committed to Michigan, followed that staff to Clemson as far as his commitment goes. Power-armed, physical, XL-framed left-hander. He's going to bring the heat from the left side and really just do an excellent job of intimidating everybody else sitting up here.
You said you had to steal the draft. And just to confirm, this is my selection, right? It is your pick. And you guys, I just want you guys to watch the pick I'm about to make here.
You mean listen?
Grand Rapids Christian, Kyle Remington. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the squad. Are you serious? You guys didn't pick him by now? Oh, my God. All right. Well, what does this guy not do?
A two-way player, a really, really talented one. Left-handed hitting outfielder who's a plus runner. He's going to add power to his frame. Like the arm speed really stands out on the mound. He's into the 92, 93 range. If you recall Minnesota baseball of years past, they had the number 3 overall pick a few years ago. His name was Max Meyer, right-handed pitcher who went to Miami. He came to Minnesota as a skinny, left-handed hitting center fielder who also pitched. And there's a lot of similarities between him and Remington as far as what they were at 17 years old, 16 years old. Not projecting Kyle Remington to be the 3rd overall pick in the MLB draft, but the athleticism, the two-way ability, just, those are things that you have to like.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, makeup is an intangible. It's something you simply can't, you're born with it. And Kyle Remington has it in tenfold. And we'll move on to the next selection as I hand it off to, I believe this is going to Drew Hill. Hello.
That would be me. I'm taking another St. Mary's guy, left-handed pitcher, freshman Zach Essig. Low to mid-80s from what my friend Minnie has told me over here. Low to mid-80s, hits his spots, got a good run on his fastball, so I'm looking forward to what he does this year.
Ryan McKay giving out scouting reports for free over here. Tried to charge me earlier. Thought that was a little weird. Who's your selection?
My next 2 picks.
You got 2.
I'm going to go with the big fellas here. My first baseman in DH. I'm going to go Nathan Ball. I played with him a lot. I mean, he's huge. He can hit the crap out of the ball, and he can hit it real far. And going along with that, Jack Backus, Dow, Coastal Carolina. He also rakes. He's going to be a big DH. I don't know which one I'll put first or DH, but those are the big boys I'm going with.
I am going to take my final selection of the 2025 class, and I'm going to go back home, baby. Go Devs. I'm going with Caleb Jones, shortstop. Plays for the Michigan Bulls in the summer. Did we do this again? I'm terrible.
Come on.
You weren't going to pick Caleb. It's fine. You picked. I took your pick last time. This time it was just we're trying to move quick. We got people here.
You know, I was going to take him, but since you've decided to have the liberty to steal another one of my picks, I'm going to go with Jonas St. Antoine from Forest Hills Eastern, I believe.
Hey, your guess is as good as mine.
There's too many of them I can't guess. But going to Pittsburgh, played with him over the summer. Stud, good hands in the middle, and rakes.
Again, my selection was Caleb Jones, shortstop, Girls Eel. Go Devils. And that leads us to Brian Sikowski, who's working hard at keeping our Google Sheet alive. What was that?
It doesn't matter.
We're
I'm
on the fly
updating
here.
the Google Sheet. We're moving in rapid fire succession here. We're trying to get everybody out of here on time. Anyways, I'm going to take, actually, we're going to roll right into somebody who's here, and I know this kind of screws the production value, and I apologize to the prep for that, but Josh Kastner from Algonac High School, a flame-throwing right-hander who's committed to Michigan. Another guy, a guy who's kind of a later bloomer in that sense, newer on the scene. Michigan saw something they liked right away and jumped all over him. Josh Kastner, Team Sac.
Another East Side shout out from Mike Rice. Another Wolverine in the house. We've got plenty of college commits here today. Wolverines, Spartans, Crimsons. Is it Crimson? Is that plural, Ryan Mooney? I don't know. Crimsons? Could you multiple Crimsons in the house? All right. Hey, Mike Rice, come here. Mike Rice, I need a breakdown on our pick here. Give us some analysis. Coach. How about some analysis? We'll come here. Got a lot of stuff. What do we wear? Oh, after Joe Mooney.
Joe Mooney first.
My guy, what's going on? How are you? Good. Yeah, congratulations. So tell us about your pick, and you're obviously selected here. You're excited about actually going to Michigan. Tell us a little bit about that selection.
Yeah, at first I didn't really know with the coaching changes and stuff like that, but I took a visit over the summer there and met the coaches. I liked them. They seemed pretty cool.
That's great. Now you go to Algonac, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And so how do you think Algonac's going to be this year?
We're good. We're ranked #1 preseason poll.
Look at you. We're good. I mean, it's like there's like no pause there. We're good. I mean, it's like, okay.
Yeah, we got, I think, 6 returners. We got 2 transfers that moved here, so we should be pretty good.
Transfers that moved here. Okay, that's good. MHSAA is not listening to this anyway. Anyway, so you're excited about Michigan. You're excited about the year, #1. And how about your other teammates that you want to give a shout out to?
I mean, we got Caleb Thomas. I like Caleb Thomas, transfer from L'Anse Creuse North. Brandon, I like Brandon, transfer from Marine City. They've kind of fit into the team really well, so I think we bonded really good.
That's good. Well, hey, good luck. We're looking for great things this year. Congratulations.
We are back.
We're going to talk to Coach?
We've got some updates from Coach on where he's been living in that velo range, and it sounds like a lot.
Yeah, was it?
93, 94, allegedly.
Well, I'm really good at this.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you are. You have another pick to go here,
I do.
too. Yes, you do.
I need some bats to close this out. We're into the 14th round here. I need left-handed bats. I need a guy who's going to fill a role either as a middle order hitter, DH, corner outfield, something like that. I'm going right back to Brother Rice and taking Braden Dowd. He's not here tonight, but Dowd is one of the more talented left-handed hitters in the class. I've seen him hit bombs at Jimmy John's, no less, at the Catholic League a couple years ago. Guy who consistently hits. He's committed to Southern California, one of the many wide-ranging commitments in the 2023 class in this state. But going with Braden Dowd, a guy I've always seen perform and I know will perform for me. Yeah, I did get tossed in that game I talked about, too.
Famously tossed.
Famously tossed.
With pride.
With pride, on purpose.
Yeah. Fired up a team. That's how you do it. I need a backstop, and I am going to the class of 2024, and I'm going to take Carson Rather as my backstop. And I've got a squad. I am worried for you three. It's like mercy rule every time. And the mercy rule, like 15 after 3, like some serious 11U type of vibes right now. Like I'm going to show up in a wife beater, sunglasses. These kids are just going to win games for me, and I'm going to act like it's because of me. That's the vibes I'm getting. Good luck out there, guys, because my team is much better. Who's next? Drew Hill.
Drew, yes, you got it right.
With my next pick, I'm going to go back.
That's draft. So Drew Hill, who is your final pick?
So my final pick, I'm going to go back to another Oakland kid, Brody Krzyzak from Bay City John Glenn. Played against him this summer. I know he's mainly a pitcher, but he also can play anywhere. Scrappy kid, 88-90. One of the best curveball / sliders I've seen. The thing dances and you can't see it out of his hand at all. So.
I'm currently trying to figure out how many pitchers I have. I think I need to take one, though. I think that's the...
Well, if you would have kept track like I did, you would know exactly who you need.
Yeah, well, you can't... I mean, I skipped the draft order. You can't expect me to be able to come up on the fly with these things. All right, here's my last pick. I am going to go on the mound, and I am going to take Wyatt Navarra, a sneaky prospect. He's going to Michigan. The delivery is extremely funky, hard to pick up. Comes in pretty hot, too, I believe. Brian, you get the latest on that? My scouting expert?
Yeah, actually 90-92 in a
90-92 out of the left
yeah.
side with a funky delivery. Sign me up. You guys are going to lose every game. Go ahead.
All right, and with the final pick of the draft, I need a guy who can – I would love another two-way guy. Need a guy who can be a middle-of-the-lineup guy if I need him to be. I'm going to stick with what I know, and I'm going to take another member of the North Club, the championship North Club at the PG High School All-State Select, and I'm taking Jordan Lewis, who is a two-way player. He's an infielder and a right-handed pitcher, a very, very young player for the class. I don't even know if he's 16 yet as a junior. Really like the projection of the offense, really like the projection on the mound. It's all clean no matter what he does. So Jordan Lewis is going to round out my draft, and that's going to wrap us up. That's 60 picks in under 2 hours. I didn't know if we could do it.
Where's Fish at?
Shouts out to the prep. Shouts out to the production
Thank you.
crew.
Where's
They
Chad
are
Bush
first
at?
class.
Chad Bush, we love you.
Chad Bush, I love you.
Chad
I
Bush,
love
we
you,
love
Chad.
you. We just want to thank the production team. I mean, you guys were heroes today. Thank you so much for putting up with us and all of our middle of the show directions we were moving. You guys are great. Ali, Fish. I wish I knew everyone's name. I'm so sorry, but you're all amazing. Thank you so much for all your work today. Chad Bush at home, get better, GOAT. Alex Westfall, wherever you are, GOAT. Thank you so much for everything tonight. I hope everybody in the crowd who came out, you guys drove far and short and long and everything in between. Thank you very much. Joe Mooney, GOAT. How about it? Ryan Mooney, running everything, Twitter, making sure the graphics popped up by running the names in between every pick. This guy was sweating and working hard. Thank you to everybody.
Shouts out to Mike Rice and the Prospect Center for hosting us. Shouts out to the prep, like Brandon said. Shouts out to everybody for coming out. Shouts out to G-Brand for the gear. Thank you all for hanging out with us. This has been the Cold Weather Bats live player draft. We'll talk to you next week on a more normal audio platform.